Hi guys, so welcome back. In my previous or last video, I was telling you about an outfit I made for my mom's 10th anniversary. So I actually made two, and this is the second one. And so I'd like to share with you, my viewers, how I put this together. So let's get into it. The first thing I did was to get my or draft my basic bodice block. I have a tutorial on that. I'll drop the link in the description box so that you can check it out. So from there, I calculated 3 inches, and then from the bust point or the apex point, I got my radius. So I drew the circle to get the radius. Now after that, the next thing I did, because I'm doing a mid shoulder, I got the middle of the shoulder. My shoulder is 4, so I used 2, and then I connected it to the apex point or the bust point. Then I did the strapless contouring because I'm doing a bustier, so I did strapless contouring. So I calculated 0.75 on each side of the radius on that line that I drew, and then connect it to the shoulder point and then to the apex point as you see me do. The next is to do the empire star line, which is 0.5 on each side of the waist dart, and then I'll connect it to the apex and to the waist, the end of the waist dart as you see me do. After that, I'll draw my star line. So my star line, I'll come down from the neck side by 4. It depends on how you want it. I didn't want to show too much cleavage, so I came down by just 4, and then I got my star line from the end of the armhole. Yes, I drew my bustier star line the way I wanted it. After that, I cut out I have to close the side dart, but before that I have to cut out the star line and then use it to close the side dart, and then cut the center front and the side front as you see me do. I also cut out the dart from it because we are going to join it on the fabric. Yes, so I'll close the side dart with a masking tape, and then I'll cut out the darts from it, and then that will be it for the front. So that is my front there. Now we'll move on to the back. The back too, it will be the same. I'll get the midpoint of the shoulder and connect it to the bust or the apex point at the back side, and then also draw my star line. For the back, the star line is not anything hard. You just can do it a vein, a deep, or the way you want it. So me, this is how I wanted it, like a straight line. So I wanted a straight back. So after that, you just cut it out, but you need to cut out the dart from it, because we'll cut the side back and the center back, and then join it on the fabric. So that's what I've cut out there. So that's the back. So plus the front, now I'll label it center front, center back, and side back. And then I'll cut it on the main fabric. I'm using a lace and a plain white, and then I'll cut it on the facing as well. The next thing is the skirt. So I'm doing a 180 degrees circle skirt. So I folded it into 2 first, then folded it like a triangle as you see. Now I'll divide my waist by 4 and then mark it on the waistline there, and then from that point I'll get the length of the skirt I want. So I used 19 because I'll join another one at the hem, so I just used 19, and then I calculated, or I took those measurements, yes, from the waistline, and then I'll cut it out. So after cutting it out, the next one I did was the part that I'll join to the hem. So that one, this one I used the plain white fabric, but that one I'll use the lace fabric. So I cut out a long piece. I'll just do overlocking, and then I'll join it, and then I'll join it together. Then I'll create the gathers and then put it at the end. The next thing I did was to cut the fabric I'll use for the sleeve. Yes, so that is it. Then after that, the first thing I'll do is to pick the skirt and then join the lining to the main fabric, because you know I said I'll cut on both the main fabric and lining. So I'll join the two at the waistline just to hold it together. So after that, then I'll take the one, so after joining, this is what I get. Then I'll take the second one, the one that I said I'll gather it and put it at the hem of the skirt. So I'll do overlocking on all sides, and then I'll join it together to form a very long piece. Then I'll run a loose stitch on it and then gather it. So when I gather it, then I'll add it to the skirt. That's the plain fabric, the 180 degrees skirt I cut. Yes, but I won't let it go inside. I'll let the gathered side be on top of the hem so that you will see it on top. Yes, as you see me do, I'll put it on top. I won't let it enter. I'll put it on top as you see me do. So after that, this is what I get. So I'll put it on it as I was explaining earlier, and then stitch it on top of the hem so that the gathers will show outside. After that, this is what I got, and so that will be it for the skirt part. So the next thing I would want to do is the bodice. So I'll cut it out, the pattern on both the fabric and the lining. Now I'll take the front, the center front and the side front together, and then I'll join it at the end as you see me show you, and then I'll do the same thing for the lining as well. I'll join it center front to side front, and then I'll come back, and then I'll do the same for the back as well. I'll join the side back to the center back, and then do the same for the lining for the back and come back. Now after I'm done with the front, this is what I get. So I'll put right side to right side of the front, the main fabric and the lining on each other, on top of each other, and then I'll stitch it together, and then I'll turn it. Yes, as you see me show you. Then the next thing is to do same for the back as well. I'll put right side on right side of the main fabric and the lining, and then join it at the top, and then turn it, and then come back. So after I'm done with that, I'll turn it, but I would have to notch this thing so that when I turn it, it will lie very well. But before I turn it, I'll run a stitch on it towards the lining part, and then I'll turn it. I'll do the same thing for the back. So I'm done with the front and the back. So now I'm going to join the front to the back. I'll put the right side to right side and join it at the side, and then that will be it. Now I'm going to join it to the skirt. So I'll put it right side to right side on top of it, and then I'll join it at the waistline. So when I'm done, the next thing is the sleeve. So I'll join the sleeve at the side, and then leave a space in the middle. Okay, so I joined it straight like that and left a small space in the middle there where we'll turn it from. Yes, so I'll open it so that the seam will show in the middle side. Yes, so as you see me do, then I'll close the ends fully. I'll close the ends fully at the top and at the down. After that, then I'll turn it from that small space I left in the middle there, and then that will be it. So after doing that, this is what I have. So I'm now turning it, but before I turn it, I'll notch the edges, yes, so that the turning will be easier. Then I'll turn it and then press it. Now I'll create a space or a channel where I'll put my elastic to create the that elastic effect. Yes, so that's what you see there. So I'm going to hand stitch it to the bodice or to the dress, and then that will be it. So that's what you are seeing here. At the end of the day, this is how the dress came out. Now I did beading. I beaded it out. As I said, I'll do a full tutorial on how I did the beading. Yeah, so I did my beading, and at the end of the day, the dress came out very beautiful. Yeah, so as you can see it, it's looking very beautiful. Thank you once again. So if you like the video and if this tutorial was helpful to you, I'll plead that you share it to your friends and loved ones. I'll also plead that you subscribe if you haven't, and then you hit on the notification bell to be notified anytime I upload a new video. So I'll come your way again the next time with another video, and I would say thank you so much for always taking the time to come back and watch my videos. I'll see you again, and it's bye bye for now.